This type of Yerushalmi Ma'asros, an article Ozbar Adisha Radaf Chav Ches Amud Aleph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 11 or 12 lines down. It says in the Gemara, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 or 11 lines down. Rabbi Bun Bar Chia Boikum Rabbi Zira. And in the Vilna, that's on Tez Zayin on the base. I don't think so. Let's find it. Yes, it is on Tez Zayin on the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 or 10 lines up from where the lines become wide on Tez Zayin on the base. And in the Kabanaki, there's a header here. Rabbi Bun Bar Chia Boikum Rabbi Zira. Rabbi Bun Bar Chia asked Rabbi Zira, Ma Bar Rabbi Losibel Div Rabbi Akiva Rabo. In the Mishnah, it said that you make kosher echad posei echad no patura. One opens one closes, not really nishmar, it's patur. You don't make shnei chatzeros. Zuli fnimi zu. Apnim is chayav, it's chayv tzorach and patura. In one is chayav, the outer one is patur. So what is Rabbi Yehuda according to Rabbi Akiva? Amar leiv lo klum. He said he's not adding anything. The same principle. Now it has to be a miyuchad, and therefore one posei one knows not miyuchad, and the outer one is not miyuchad. The inner one is miyuchad, so therefore that basically he's just explaining a different scenario, really, of Rabbi Akiva's halacha. Okay, then we had the next part of Mishnah, which says a gag is a patur, even though they belong to a chutzner, which is chayav. And so he says as long as they don't go through the chutzner. And we said the beishar chsav mirpeses are like a chutzner. If they're chutzner, if they're chayav, it's chayav. If they're patur, it's patur. And we talk about the various different things, different important structure which remain patur. And we talk about sukkahs kinosar, and sukkahs hayotzrim, and some nadir nosacham shamim, and sukkahs chag. Okay, so it says more. Amar Beleza said, "Begam mutzavir chatzim masnisa." Our Mishnah is can you talk about even gag mivutzar, which is it's literally fortified. So it has a chutz on all four sides. The gag is patur. So the Gemara says, it's surrounded. So wait a minute, how can that be? This is before helicopters. We came and showed in there or even went through a helicopter with the chutzer. Once it goes to the chutzer, lo nitpu, do not become tevel at that point. In other words, getting to the gag, they became tevel. Tipater ok Rabbi Yossi ben Yehuda. So he said Rabbi Yossi, we learned in the way back when, in I think it's the first parak, they bring Te'anim from the field and you bring him to your chutzer. Amanasim at the head of the gag. Rabbi says you're chay because you went through the chutzer. Rabbi Yossi the poter because you had a mind to bring him to the gag. So our Mishnah Rabbi Yossi ben Yehuda. Oh, Rabbi, or can you go to Rabbi? You went through the chutzer. Shoheh b'daitel asos muktzeh. Well, just see why I might get to the guy. You had a mind to make the muktzeh. Yeah, and that's much more effective. And the Machshel says they decided not to make the muktzeh. So, but even though they went through the chutzer, since we had a mind to make a muktzeh, they decided to try it, so therefore they didn't become tevel. Amar Rabbi Avi. Rabbi Avi said, "V'hu sheyeh bagag arba al arba." So it's only if the gag is independently significant, it's just unto itself, and that's only if it's 4x4. If it's not 4x4 amos, it's not significant, and therefore it's tough until the chatzeros would surround it, and therefore it becomes anything enters it. Also, becomes teva, is chayav ma'asros. Ma bais eno tevel acheb arba. Just a house cannot make something tevel without it's even the chutz of a house cannot make a tevel if it's not the house not 4x4 because the ministry of a house is 4 outside 4 amos. So too, if gag ain't no plate there, the gag doesn't exempt you. Actually, Arba Arba 11 is 4x4. It's significant. Chaylik Rishus Lasim was its independent area. By Shem Arba Amos. I'm sorry, the Tanya. We went to Braiso. Is this the Tanya also in the Duma? Not that matters much. The Tanya. Same principle. Yeah. The Tanya. We learned the By Shem Arba Amos house doesn't for Arba Amos. Arba Amos Platin Mezuzah. It's not Mezuzah. Umina Maka doesn't require Maka, a parapet. I mean, Erev doesn't have to participate in Erev. The Ain't no Taylor Ma'asros. It's not doesn't make Taylor Ma'asros. Ain't no so Ibor ear. Famous Gemara being Sukkah. You can't make an Ibor mean to extend the city by 72 amas on account of the structure. If another way buys mutilation, somebody took a net and not to live in a house can live in this structure. Based on Arba obviously Pischo, we buy the Chotzer and the Chaluk and the Chotzer goes going to the openings to the houses. This doesn't count. This is only to a house because it's not a house. So let's get 4 amos. When you buy the Chotzer, first every Pesach gets 4 amos, he divided the remainder. But here this one doesn't get 4 amos. It's not a Pesach. It doesn't have Shem Bais, doesn't have Shem Pesach. Then it's almost Yovel, it doesn't become it doesn't become sold permanently. It has Yovel. I mean, if it's a base Ir Chema, and normally after a year, it's permanently sold, right? This house is not a house, and therefore it's not a house. That's not base Ir Chema, and therefore it's not. It's it really is like I should say like Einot Samus, and therefore goes back in Yovel. Einot Samus, and therefore it has Yovel. Right? The year doesn't count. The anytime it's going, we can't get too much going because only a house gets going. And it's a house. And the people who get drafted who are allowed to go back home, if they have a house that they have not dedicated, this doesn't count as a house, and they don't go back. We're not mechanic this little hut. Now the Gemara goes on to Borganin. The part of Mishnah spoke about Borganin. So even Borganin about like Toros, huts and watch houses and shelters. So the Mishnah is talking about a shomer. Shomer is in the shomer's house. His plots, even though he lives there permanently, because it's not his. But what about the Baal of Borgin, to whom it belongs, although he doesn't live there? He gave it to the shomer, but it's his. So, mean minor time that we learned base safer, base Talmud. If you have a school, an elementary school, where people learn Mikra, it's base safer, or base Talmud, where they teach Mishnah, base Talmud. It's interesting. The Kamra is a derivation of the Echel Rabasi. Toivim the Toivim Lamishane. They make things tevel for the sofer, who runs the base sefer, the Chumash teacher, and the Ach teacher, and for the Mishana, the Malami Mishnah. And it's to make tevel for them, even though they don't live there. Avolo lacher, but not for other people. In other words, not for the students at school, nor the parents, etc. Hadam Maras teaches us that this bias is tevel for the Baal Borgin. Evidently, it's 4x4, obviously, so it's otherwise will work, but it makes tevel for the owner of the Borgin. Okay, so the now Gemara goes on to Sukkos Hachag Bechag. By the way, there is an extremely long discussion here about Borgin, about this point, about whether it is less than 4x4 amos or not. Which Kabnaki brings down in the in his discussion here, but it's great length. Great length, but we're not going to get into it. Okay, let's just assume the Borgin are 4x4 amos, and that they are not structures which meant for the permanent habitation of the shomer, or in the case of Beis Sefer, the sofer or the Shana, but they are good enough to they're considered for the people who own it, that it's considered to be enough of a house in order to make it to be kovelin and meiser. Again, there's a lot of discussion here, a lot of the way Kamrog says bilbo gersos, But we went here with the Girsa of the Rash Shabilia, which is also the Girsa of the Rash, according to which everything seems to work out fine. Which means I probably should look inside to see that what it says here in the Vilna, which is Hadamar She'ain Tovin Baal Borganin. So that is the way it reads it in the Gemara itself. Ma'atani Be'Sever based on Tony La Safar, Lola Mishane, Lola Cherim, and that it changes. It's in the Minaki base, and also in the Rashes. Ma'atani Be'Sever is Tam Batam with Toivlin, the Sefer Mishane, Lo Acherim. They make a table for the Sefer and the Mishane. To whom it belongs, like I said it well before, but not for others. No, I didn't say it before. Not for the Yerushalmi and their parents. So then we should tell the Bali Burgundy will own the Burgundy, even though they've allocated to so their watch houses. If they happen to, I guess, take shelter there, or they're living there, whatever, so then it is covered for them. Sukkahs Achad B'chag. The Sukkah of Sukkahs and Sukkahs. Tana Rabbi Omer, Arba Amos Alpha Beisha Aimba Arba Tarnos. That which it says, by a sukkah, it has to be 4 amos, means even though it doesn't have 4 tvanos, like it has to have but it's got to be 4 by 4 amos. Rabbi Shimon Arba tvanos, Rabbi Shimon Arba amos. Rabbi Shimon says you need 4 tvanos, and that's Rabbi Shimon Shitaso, and sukkah that you need to have 4 walls, but you don't have to have 4 amos. Of course, we passing that you only has by 7 by 7 fucking. We learned by Yerushalmi, although the Yerushalmi it's possible only has to be 4 by 4 tefachim. We get the sukkah, we learn about that. Probably it's 7 by 7 tefachim. Probably the Yerushalmi might be 4 by 4. Time Rabbi Yehuda Mechayba Mezuzah Rabbi Yehuda hold that sukkah on sukkahs is a diras kvan, therefore it's chayv in mezuzah and in eruv. The next part of the Gemara also has a lot of change of gearsos and a lot of different possibilities. Depending on which enforce you're learning like. I'm going to suggest relatively easy, I think, way of learning it. Mistab Rabbi Yehuda Yodin Rabbanon. It makes sense that Rabbi Yehuda is made to the other rabbis. But it's not Sukkos. Even though he said, on Sukkos, you're chayiv in a mezuzah, and it's Kovei Ma'asros, as long as it's as long as it's a I don't require does it require dollar? They didn't say explicitly in the Mishnah. No. So whatever it was, it stopped in Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda's going to the other Rabbanan that it's not Sukkos, so it's not the Earth Keva. During Sukkos, a Sukkos is the Earth Keva. But not always Sukkos. So it's saying, stop you're the Rabbanan. You're not about like Rabbi Yehuda. But the rabbis are not going to do Yehuda, Afal even though she yes Arba, Sham Arba, Amos Arba Fanos, even if it has 4 walls and 4 Amos. Most Machmir, Sukkah needs 4 Amos. Sukkah has 4 walls. Doesn't matter. It's still not considered to be the Earth's Keva. It's a Sukkah. So, Shupatim and Zuzah Bein Temple Ma'asros. Again, as I said, there's a lot of difficulty. I think that's pretty glad. And I wrote something inside my Gemara, which very complicated. And okay, it's not looking again. Relatively simple. Okay, it says in the next Mishnah, Locha Dalet. If you have a fig tree which is standing on a chotzer, and you're plucking from it to eat, eat 1 by 1. And even though the chutz is not only koveh by tolush, it's not only koveh, but davar shenigmar malachto. And plucking 1 fruit is not considered nigmar malacha. If you join together in your hand, 2 by 3, 2 or 3, you're chayv. Shimon says, if you have 1 in your right hand, 1 in your left hand, 1 in your mouth, it's not a tziruf. Your body's not inside them, only your hand. Kind of almost in your body inside them. All the rosh, you go up to the top of the fig tree, and you can grab as much as you want, put them in your pocket and eat them, and it's not go bad because the top of the tree, even the tree which is going to your chotzer, It's not go there. Okay, that was Mishnah Ches. Says Mishnah Tes, the next Mishnah. There's a lot. Actually, Mishnah Tes and the rest of the Mishnah is pretty long. And we got to Manu Kav Ches Base, so let's stop here for today.